Welcome to the Irresistible You podcast. This is the place to get a dose of empowerment to create the life you crave and deserve. I'm your host, Amy Beltran, CEO and founder of Irresistible University. I'm a confidence coach here to help you love yourself, drop the body image issues so that you can lose the emotional weight and gain the confidence to look and feel irresistible at any size. Hello, September. OMG. Can you even believe that it is September? And listen, I don't care what you say, Labor Day weekend is the unofficial end of summer. I know summer doesn't technically end until the end of September, but this is the unofficial end of summer. I am recording this today on Labor Day, and it's September, y'all. It's here. The summer is over, and we are moving into a different season. And that's what we're going to talk about today, how changing seasons and how that impacts us and our goals and our weight loss and our body image journey, right? So yesterday, I spent the very first day of September at the beach with my daughter. And it was amazing. We spent the entire day at the beach. It was like the most beautiful day because here in Virginia Beach, we have had a horrendous summer in terms of the heat. I mean, it's hot here in the summer, but this year, just like pretty much everywhere else, has been almost unbearable to be outside, even at the beach. And yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. But as I was sitting there and I'm laying in my beach chair and watching my daughter, I could feel fall. I could feel it in the air because even though it was warm and once we would get in the water and my skin would be out of the water, it actually was a little like chill in the air, like tiny, tiny chill in the air. And the air and the atmosphere, like everything just felt different. And I could feel the impending hurricane as well. I'm in Virginia Beach. We don't know if it's going to eventually come through our area. It probably will. We'll get the after effects for sure. But I could feel it. I could feel everything that was going on out in the ocean. The water was particularly rough yesterday, even in the bay, which is usually very calm. And you could just feel the currents were very different. So all of this to say, I could actually feel those last days of summer slipping through my hands just like the sand, right? Even though where I am, it'll stay warm here for like 2 more months-ish, give or take. We'll have a few cool days, but usually by the end of October, it'll finally start to get like cool on a consistent basis, right? But listen, the season is changing, and that is not like that is not life-changing news because hello, the season changes every single year, 4 times a year. Am I right? And I want to talk about that because as I progressed through my Irresistible You journey, one of the things that I really came into was being super self-aware, not only of myself but my environment, what's going on around me, because when you go on this Irresistible You journey, part of that journey is starting to really notice what's going on around you, to stop the zombie walking, to notice the little things like, ooh, there's like this tiny chill in the air. Ooh, I start to see the leaves are changing color and it's only August. Like, you start to notice these things that when we're zombie walking, when we're in denial, when we are so miserable around our weight and our bodies, we don't take that time. The whole cliche of like, take the time to smell the roses, it's true, right? So every single year, 4 times a year, the season is going to change. Right? And it's like, here I am in August a few weeks ago driving down the road and I could start to see some of the trees, some of the leaves were changing colors already. It was subtle. And if you're not awake, if you're not really paying attention, these are the things that you miss. And so when you are asleep, so to speak, when you're zombie walking, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to that episode where I talk about what zombie walking is and how to stop doing it. When you're doing that, that's the moment when one day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, how did it become the fall? right? Because you're so asleep at the wheel, right? And I mean, even me, who is very self-aware, who's very aware of my surroundings and is intentional about so many things, it's still shocking to me that here we are in September of 2019. And that's the thing, is that life is just ticking by, ticking by. The season's going to keep changing. The holidays are going to keep coming, no matter where you are, right? No matter where you are in your journey, no matter where you are with your weight, no matter where you are with how you feel about yourself, where you are in your life, the seasons are going to keep changing, right? So it's not a big hello surprise when it's fall. It's not going to be a surprise next June when it's summertime again. It's coming and it's going to happen, and that is something that we can count on, right? And I want you to really understand that, because time is not going to slow down. The seasons aren't going to stop changing. The holidays aren't going to stop coming. The hustle and the bustle is never going to go away. And so the whole premise around today and what we're talking about is like you continuing to wait for this perfect time, these perfect conditions for when you're going to lose your weight, when you're going to work on the emotional weight, right? And newsflash, there is no perfect time, right? Because this is just the life that we live, and we have seasons and we have holidays and we always have responsibilities and obligations and things going on. And if you're sitting here waiting for your perfect moment and your perfect day, I am going to let you know that you're going to be pretty much disappointed that that's never going to happen, right? So we're going to dive into all of that, but I first want to just have a conversation with you. And we were talking about this over in the free podcast discussion group on Facebook. If you are not a member, go to Irresistible You in the Facebook search bar, go to groups and join our free group. That's where we talk about the Facebook, the podcast. We talk about other things going on in the Irresistible You world. We share inspiration, motivation, and all that good kind of stuff. So a lot of awesome women over there as well. I want to ask you a question. How did you spend your summer? Did you spend your summer hiding in the house, laying in the air conditioning because you refused to put a swimsuit on? Did you tell people you're not a beach person? Did you tell people I'm not really a water person. I don't like to swim. Did you tell people these things? Because if you did, saying those things because underneath you just didn't want to wear a swimsuit, that's a facade. That's like a defense mechanism, right? So did you spend the summer hiding indoors because you were scared to put on a bathing suit? Did you spend your summer sweating, feeling hot as hell, unnecessarily hot as hell, because it's already hot as hell, y'all? Did you spend your summer feeling unnecessarily hot as hell because you refused to wear shorts? Because you refuse to wear a tank top, because you refuse to show off your bare arms, because you refuse to show off your legs. So instead of feeling comfortable and less hot as hell, you walked around in leggings or jeans or pants or long sleeves or whatever, being uncomfortable in the season. Did you do that? How did that make you feel? I also want you to answer this, and I really want you to answer this question deep. How much fun did you have this summer? How many fun things did you try? How many activities did you do? How much fun did you have? How much time did you spend laughing until your cheeks hurt? And if your answers to all of those questions or some of those questions are not positive answers, then I really need you to listen, and I really need you to tune into this episode. Because we've got to make changes. We've got to make changes in your life. And when you are having these feelings, oh, I don't like to swim. Oh, I'm not going outside. It's too hot. Oh, I just don't like shorts. Oh, all the excuses that you give to cover up the fear, the low self esteem, the lack of confidence that's underneath all of those defense mechanism excuses that you give. While you were doing that, did you tell yourself that none of it matters? It's a wash. It doesn't matter. Like, who cares about this summer anymore? Because you know what? Next summer, bam, I'm going to be at my goal weight. So next summer, I'll wear a bathing suit. Next summer, I'll wear the shorts. Next summer, I'll put on a tank top. Next summer, I'll go to the water park. I'll go to the amusement park. I'll go to the festivals. I'll go play with my kids. I'll go do all the fun stuff. Did you tell yourself you'll just get to it next summer and say, this is just a wash, who cares? I'm not doing it this year. Did you do that? And be honest with yourself, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. I spent a lot of summers doing all of those things. And I'm going to find the picture and I'm going to post it over in the group. I have to find this picture because I can remember one of my birthday weekends going up to the mountains, which even here in the mountains, it's hot in the summer. And my birthday's in the summer. It was like the dead middle of, or end of July, middle of summer. It's awfully hot that time of year. And I have this picture of me in jeans, a sweater. I'm not talking like a long sleeve, like sheer kimono. I'm talking sweater, okay? A sweater, jeans, and boots, ankle boots. And I am rocking this in the dead of summer. And this is when I was at my heaviest weight, non-pregnancy heaviest weight, okay? And I spent a lot of summers like that. I spent a lot of summers not wearing shorts and being uncomfortable. I've spent a lot of summers not wearing a bathing suit or going to the beach and not taking a cover up off, right? And when you do that, when you're hiding from the season and what the season has to offer, you're also hiding from yourself. You're also hiding from the life that you really should be living. You're hiding from your true potential. You're hiding from the real you that's underneath all of that. Okay? And so just a little side note story. So yesterday, I have all my summer clothes already in a box, ready to put those away, like bathing suits and stuff like that I won't be able to wear much longer. And I pulled out this bathing suit that I bought last year on a whim. We were out of town randomly, went to the beach. I went to Walmart because it was the only thing open, grabbed a bathing suit because they had nothing left. You know how it is at the end of summer. This was last year. Picked out this super cute suit. And when I didn't try it on. When I put it on in the hotel, I was like, oh yeah, nah, there's no way in hell I'm wearing this to the beach. And it was because it was way too tight. It was way too tight and it was riding up in the front where things do not need to ride up. And so if I pulled it down to cover up all that kind of stuff, then I'm all about some cleavage, y'all, but it was stuff was falling out the top or stuff was coming out the bottom. And I was like, this is not a good look. This is not cute. This is not fitting. So I just tucked her away, put her in the little summer box. And yesterday, because I have this other suit that I've been wearing and it's too big, it has saggy ass because it's 2 sizes too big. It's not cute. It's not flattering at this point. And I was like, let me try that other one on. Let's just see, how it looks. And I put it on and I was like, okay, all right, I can work with this. This, I look cute. I like it, right? And I rocked it yesterday. And one thing I noticed when I was putting this on, and I shared this in my Instagram stories yesterday, I was standing in the mirror. I already had put Catalina in her bathing suit, and she looks adorable. And I'm standing in the mirror, and I'm just turning and looking at my body in the mirror, how we do. But I'm not doing stuff like tucking and sucking in and pinching. I'm not doing any of that body shaming stuff. And as I'm looking at myself in the mirror in this suit, I notice my daughter's just watching, right? Like she's at that age now, she's almost 3, and she's really watching how does mommy like interact with her body? How does she look at herself in the mirror? And it's like, and I kept telling her, oh, mommy looks so cute today, and you look so cute. Like, we look good in our bathing suits. Like, let's go to the beach. And, it was just one of these moments for me where the journey that I have been on, the journey that I help other women to do, it really was like, damn, like, I feel like I have come so far in the fact that I'm not at my perfect body. I am not at my goal weight. I am not even close to either of those things. But I can see myself in the mirror, fat rolls and all, cellulite and all, and be like, damn, girl, like you look good because I have this appreciation and gratitude for my body. And I see myself in a different way where the old me would be like, oh, I'm not wearing this out in public. Even though it fits, I'm not wearing this. I don't want to be seen. I'm going to go hide. I don't go to the beach. I don't go swimming. And you guys, I'm like a beach girl from birth. And I'm like literally from birth. I've been at the beach. Like that's just who I am. It's in my DNA. I have salt in my veins. Like that's just who I am. And so, are you hiding from things that you actually love to do? Are you hiding from activities that your kids want you to do? And so we get to the beach yesterday and I'm setting up all our stuff because it's just me and Kat because her dad's at work. And so we're setting up all our stuff. And before I can really like even get my like cover up off and get all our things on the towel, she's like, mommy, let's go swim. And the old me needed time to like warm up to the beach because, oh my God, somebody might watch me get out of my cover up. Like, who cares? I'm not going to see these idiots again. Like, I don't care what they think. So I'm like ripping that junk off and running to the water and playing with my kid and having a blast, right? And so that's what I want for you. I want you to get to that point in your life. Whether you are trying to lose physical weight or not, that is irrelevant to what I'm talking about, right? And so, how many summers have you spent hiding? How many summers have you spent refusing to wear the bathing suit, refusing to wear the shorts, and then just telling yourself, it's like the Monday morning promise, except you're telling yourself, I'll get to that next summer. But yet, you don't have a plan. You don't have anything established for yourself to get there, but you just tell yourself you're going to be there, but you don't know how. Because you have that cushion of time is like this false sense of, it's like a false sense of a plan. Because you're like, oh, that's a year from now. That's no big deal. I'll get to that later. But then later never comes, right? And the next thing you know, it's next May or June, and you're opening your version of your summer clothes box, putting on your shorts. They don't go up over your knees. You put on your bathing suit, and you can't stand the way it looks. Or maybe it doesn't even fit, right? And then it's like, oh my God, here I am again. How did this happen? How did I get here? Because you're zombie walking. Go back and listen to that episode. So listen, the summer, the seasons, they come and go. That is not going to change, right? In a couple months, depending on where you live, might be sooner, might be later, but a couple months, you're going to be driving down the road and you're going to have a jacket on and you're going to be cold because winter is coming, right? Like then a couple months from then, you're going to be driving down the road and you're going to start to see green coming back up. You're going to start hearing birds in the morning. Spring is coming, right? The seasons are going to come and go. And the older you get, the faster it seems to happen, even though the time is not actually moving faster. So how many more seasons, years of your life, are you willing to waste waiting on the wait? How many more years have to roll on by before you decide enough is enough? And I want you to actually answer these questions to yourself. Stop hiding and stop being in denial about what's really going on. And stop just saying, I'll get to that next year. Because you and I both know next year isn't going to happen because you don't have a plan. And let's really get into the like deal right now, okay? Let's keep it real right now. There are 4 months. 4, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. September, October, November, December. And we have less than 4 full months now because we're already in September. There are 4 full months of 2019 left. Think about that. Where were you in January? What did you tell yourself in January? What did you tell yourself on New Year's Eve 2018? Were you sitting in the house crying about where you are, how you didn't accomplish your goals, how this was going to be the last time, this was going to be the last year, you were finally going to make a change, you were finally going to do something? And now here we are in the last 4 months. And I want to ask you, how are you going to spend the next 4 months? Are you going to just say, fuck it, and throw in the towel and tell yourself, I'll just start over January 1st? Is that your goal? Is that your plan? Because what the fuck does January have to do with anything? Honestly, what does it have to do with anything? Why would you decide to take the gift of 4 months and waste it? Be honest with yourself. Because in 4 months, let me tell you, you could be a totally different person by then. And you can do a lot of damage, good or bad, in 4 months. Here is what I know to be true, because I know exactly what's going to happen when you don't take action. And I can tell you this because I have lived it, girl, like so many times. Here's what's going to happen when you do not take action, when you do not have a plan, and when you tell yourself, oh, screw it, I'm just going to do it in January. Why bother now, right? Here's why you do that. The weather's going to start cooling off, right? So you can pack up all that summer clothes. You can stop worrying about being embarrassed that you're not wearing shorts or a bathing suit, because here's what you get to do now. You get to go hide in your long black leggings, sipping your 5,000 calorie pumpkin spice latte, wearing oversized tunics, which is cute, y'all. Like, no shade. That's my fall uniform, okay? But you're doing all of this while disconnecting from your body and disconnecting from your weight. And just putting it in the back of your mind that it doesn't matter. I'll just start over in January. And I want you to really think about that. Okay? The change of seasons is giving you an excuse to hide your body under your clothes, because now you don't have the pressure of having to like wear things that aren't hot, right? Because now it's going to get colder. So you have this excuse of hiding your body and staying in denial while promising yourself the entire time, I'll just get my life together January 1st. As if January 1st has some effing magical power. And it doesn't. It's a day. And then here's what happens next. Then your excuse is the holidays, right? AKA October, shoot, that's all Halloween, right? So we got to eat all the pumpkin-shaped chocolate because we can't ever eat chocolate any other time of the year. I mean, Jesus, we can't get a fun-sized Snickers bar any other time of the year. So let's eat all of it in October. That's what happens. And then November, we got Thanksgiving. And one holiday a month, which is Thanksgiving. It's one, hold on, because I'm going to get real fired up about this. Thanksgiving is one meal. But we stretch it out and we got to make it 7 days of meals, 3 times a day. So because of that one meal, we're just going to throw November in the trash because I can't do it now. I have Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving, thank you, retail, greedy world, it's Christmas already, basically. Right? Am I right? It's like Christmas before Thanksgiving now. The poor turkey is like so, like, abused. No one cares about him. It's like Christmas comes in the middle of November now, and it's ridiculous. And so because of that, the day after Thanksgiving, it's like, oh, well, the holidays are here, so screw that, because I'm not going to control myself around all the parties and all the events and all the chocolate and all the things. I don't have time right now. And so you tell yourself, I don't have time. This is not a good time to lose weight, be it the emotional weight, be it the physical weight. I don't have time for it, and I'm sure as hell not going to invest in any type of program because, I have to buy presents and gifts and all these dinners and all these cocktail parties that I have to go to and all the things that I have to buy that are basically unnecessary. Because we buy a lot of unnecessary shit for the holidays. A lot of us do. That ends up at the thrift store 2 years from now. Right? So I want you to ask yourself, why are you willing to give? And when I say give, I mean time and I mean money. Why are you so willing to give so much of yourself to everybody else in your life and then feel guilty about doing anything nice for you? And that there's nothing else left to give to you. There's no time left to give to you, and there's no money left for you. Why are you doing that? And so then you also tell yourself that now isn't the right time because I'm too busy with the holidays. I don't have time to start anything new. I'm not going to give it my all because I'm busy, because I'm special, because I'm busy and no one else in the world is busy. Do you do that? Be honest with yourself. Because if you're doing that September through December and waiting for what you believe to be some magical start day of January 1st, which is just an illusion, it's just an excuse, I need you to ask yourself, and you can come tell me in the Facebook group, why was summer not the right time then? You didn't have holidays in the summer. You didn't have a ton of presents to buy and dinners to plan. So why was it that summer wasn't the right time? Because here's what I always hear and here's what always happens. I'm busy in the summer. My kids are out of school in the summer. Maybe you're out of work in the summer. I don't have time in the summer. We're on vacation and we're doing fun things and we don't have time. So when the hell are you going to have time? It doesn't matter what season it is. Until you are ready for this, you will find an excuse. And I'm going to say something that my dad has said to me my entire life. And my dad is an entrepreneur, has seen a lot of stuff, has dealt with a lot of people, and he has always told me from the time I started working, an excuse is a reason for failure. And I believe that. So long as we keep using bullshit excuses, we're going to keep failing at what it is we actually want to do. And so if you keep using excuses about I'm too busy, I don't have time, well, we need to go do an audit of your calendar then. Because you are not the only person in the world that's busy. And every person that is nailing their goals, crushing their weight loss, becoming the best version of themselves, do you think they have like this free calendar with nothing on it? Do you think my calendar looks like that? Because, no, it does not. I prioritize and I make this a priority. I make me a priority. And that does not take away what I do for my family, what I do for my daughter, what I do for my business, my job, for everything else that I have to do in my life. That doesn't take away from anybody else. But if I don't put myself as a priority, I am not going to show up as the best version of myself for everyone else. And what is that really doing? Right? We make time for what we deem as a priority. So my next question to you is, what is your favorite TV series? What's your favorite show right now? Do you watch Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime? What's your favorite show? Okay. if you just said something, if you just answered that with a series that you are actively watching, you, my friend, have plenty of time. You are just choosing to use it in a way that is not serving you. So if you're having these problems, if you're having these thoughts in your head, if you know that you're wasting time, if you know that you're going to have regrets in your life because you're not becoming the best version of yourself, because you're not doing the things that you really want to do, you have to stop making up excuses. You have to stop using the busy and the I don't have time as an excuse. I'm going to say it again, like, it doesn't matter what season we're going into. There is never going to be a perfect time for your weight loss, for your emotional weight, for your physical weight, to work on yourself. There is not a perfect time. And it actually drives me crazy when people don't want to start anything new like this time of year, because if you are the person who keeps putting things on hold to January 1st, now is exactly when you need to start. Because why would you want to waste another 4 months? Why would you want to go through another season, another 4 months of regret? Another 4 months of feeling uncomfortable and miserable in your own skin? Why? Why are you abusing yourself like that? And here's the deal, okay? If you don't learn how to drop the emotional weight when your life is hectic, when your life is busy, if you don't learn how to manage your thoughts and your food around the holidays, if you don't learn how to have some damn self-control around pumpkin-shaped chocolates, this yo-yo diet body hate shame cycle that you're on, it will never end. I'm not being dramatic with you. I am being 100% real. It will not end. And so for you to sit there and think that you have to wait for this magical day as if January effing 1st is a magic day, this cycle will not end for you. Because you can't learn how to lose weight. You can't learn how to drop the emotional weight. You can't learn how to become confident when everything is perfect and nothing is hectic and crazy. Because I don't know about you, but that's not my life. My life has good and bad and everything in between. And so you better learn how to deal with all of it. And so not wanting to start a program, not wanting to invest in yourself, not wanting to go on this journey because of a holiday, it's like one day a year for that one particular holiday. But you make it this big dramatic thing. It's this whole 4 months of a holiday. And there is nothing wrong with celebrating, with having treats, with you got to do that. But you can't turn all of these holidays into this 4-month like food fest, depression fest, Netflix fest, and just use it as an excuse to sit on your ass until January 1st. To use it as an excuse to keep talking like shit to yourself every single morning when you look in the mirror. To use it as an excuse to look your kids in the eyes and tell them, no, I don't want to right now. How many more months, years, seasons, holidays are you willing to waste? Are you going to have regrets about wasting the time? Because if you are, it's time to do something. It's time to finally do something about it. And so here's what I want you to imagine. Okay, and this is how we're going to wrap this up. I want you to close your eyes. If you're driving, please do not close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think about today is December 31st, 2019. Take a deep breath. How do you want to feel? Are you going to a party? Where are you going to celebrate the new year? Where are you going to celebrate the new decade? 2020 is coming, guys. Remember when 2020 felt like this futuristic robotic world that would never happen? 2020 is here in 4 months. How do you want to feel when you wake up on December 31st, 2019? What do you want to do to bring in the new year of 2020? What do you want to do? How do you want to feel? What do you want to wear? Who do you want to be with? And for those of you that do set your New Year's resolutions, are you willing to set the same old, tired resolution on January 1st, 2020? Because what happened last year with that resolution? Because it's probably the same exact one. And I want you to come in the Facebook group and I want you to answer this. How do you want to feel on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2019? I don't know your answer, but I know that pretty much every single person is not going to say, well, I want to feel fat and miserable. I want to feel bloated. I want to not have anything that fits in my closet. I want to talk shit to myself. I want to hate my body. And I want to hide at home and eat Chinese food on New Year's Eve. Nobody's going to say that. Nobody wants that. So I want you to honestly answer how you want to feel. And if how you want to feel on New Year's Eve in 4 months is not aligned with your actions and the things that you are currently doing now, then you need a plan and you need to do something to change all of that. Because it's not going to magically happen, especially because as we roll into the next 4 months, it is going to be busy. There are going to be events. There are going to be holidays. And so when you're not being proactive, when you don't have a plan, it is very, very easy to wake up on New Year's Eve and go, oh my God, here I am again. I thought I was going to wear that cute black dress this year. I guess not. I don't deserve it. I can't fit into it and I don't deserve to buy one that fits. I guess I'll do it next year. I'll just pig out tonight and tomorrow I'll start my diet. And you're going to repeat the cycle in 2020 over and over and over. And is that how you want to begin a new decade? How many more decades do you have left? Is that really what you want to do? So think about this. Because when you struggle with weight, when you struggle with how you feel about your body, it is not just affecting you, and it is not just affecting what you see in the mirror. This is not a vanity issue. It is much deeper than that. It is affecting every other area of your life. It is affecting how you show up in your life. It is affecting your relationships. And until you decide to do something about it, until you decide to throw a wrench in the wheel that is the diet, the yo-yo diet, body hate, shame cycle, it won't end. It's not going to end because it's January 1st either. That doesn't mean shit. It's not going to end on January 1st. And you don't wake up on January 1st and know how to manage all of your thoughts around your body and your food. That takes time. So why not start now? Why not start now before the calm before the storm, so to speak, right? And so go over to the Facebook group. I want you to answer this. I want you to be honest, and I want you to keep it real. Because if you're not willing to be vulnerable, if you're not willing to dig deep and keep it real, you're not going to be able to do this work. Because we're not surface level here. We have to get deeper than that. So here's what I want you to do. If you are ready to change, if you are ready to find something different, if you are done with the same old boring diet, starting over on Monday, trying to follow a stupid ass meal plan that doesn't work for you, that's cutting out food groups, that's doing this and doing that, I want you to think about maybe it's time to do this differently. Maybe it's time to actually tackle the emotional weight and look at it from that perspective. And so what I want you to do, if all of this is speaking to you, if you're like, yep, this is me, I need to I need to get on a plan, I need to do something different. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to register for my next masterclass. In my masterclass, I will share with you my 3 secrets to look and feel irresistible without another diet. The masterclass is totally free. It's happening on Tuesday at 8 p.m. And in that masterclass, I'm going to share those 3 secrets with you. I am also going to give you an like insane, crazy offer on my signature program called, you guessed it, Irresistible You. You will not find that offer anywhere else. You will not find it on my website. You will not find it in the group. You only will get that by coming to the masterclass. So listen, there is no pressure. You do not have to enroll into the program, but if you hear me talking about it, if the things that I say to you are making sense, are relevant, and you know that you need to do something, I want you to come to the class, and I just want you to listen and absorb. Whether you sign up for the program or not, I don't care. Because you don't have to do that. I want you to do that, but you don't have to do that right now. Because you need to be doing that when you are 100% ready to do it. All right, so I want you to come to the class. I want you to listen to everything, and I want you to hear about the program and what it has to offer so that you can decide if that is the next best step for you. Okay, so that link is in the show notes. All you have to do is put in your name, put in your email. You'll get a bunch of reminders from me between now and the class with the link to join. And so don't forget to come. If you sign, here's the other thing. The first step in this process is doing what you say you're going to do. And so if you sign up for this class and you commit to yourself and you commit to me that you are going to be there, I need you to be there. Don't sign up for this and then don't show up, because that's what you've been doing your entire life, not showing up for yourself. You owe yourself an hour. I mean, my God, it's an hour. You owe yourself an hour of time for you. And so one of the things I teach you, I'm giving you a tip here. One of the things I teach in my program about confidence, the fastest way to become confident is to do what you say you're going to do and to stop breaking commitments and promises to yourself. Because every time you break that commitment and that promise to yourself, you're breaking your trust and you're breaking your confidence in who you are. Okay? So that link is in the notes. I want you to sign up. I want you to come. I want you to ask questions. I keep my training super interactive, so we're just going to have a good old fun time. Okay? Thank you guys for listening. If you are loving the podcast, if it has helped you in some way, I want to hear from you. And the way that I want to hear from you is by leaving a rating and review over in iTunes. It helps the podcast and it helps other women find our amazing community. Until next time, guys, stay irresistible.